Welcome to True Ego today, where we explore the most fascinating people on earth, and today we're exploring the happiest man on earth. This is Matthieu Ricard, a French writer, philosopher, and Buddhist monk who has been hailed the happiest man on earth. But you might be asking yourself, how did he earn this title? Matthieu spent over 25 years studying under some of the greatest spiritual masters in Tibet and Nepal. During this time, he became a leading expert on the concept of happiness and benefits of meditation. Matthieu's groundbreaking research has led him to become a sought-out author and groundbreaking speaker. One of his books, Happiness, A Guide to Developing Life's Most Important Skill, has been translated in over dozens of languages and has touched the lives of millions. Despite all of these accomplishments, he's living a simple life in a monastery in Nepal. In this video today, we're going to be exploring 5 tips on how you can be the happiest person on earth. You need to stop thinking of me. To Ricard, the answer comes down to altruism. This is the practice of disinterest and selflessness concern for the well-being of others. What this really means is never being satisfied with who you are. Obviously, everyone should want to improve their lives and still strive to be better, but this constant nagging of always wanting to be better will just lead to your undying happiness. What Ricard suggests if you have this problem is to strive for a benevolent-like state. This benevolent-like state is just doing good deeds and not expecting just because you did something for somebody to expect something in return. That's in no way that you should let people take advantage of you. So how do you find the perfect balance between not letting people take advantage of you and the benevolent-like state? Well, that actually leads us to our next one. Meditation is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Ricard believes that everyone has the ability to have a lighter mind because there's a potential for goodness in every human being. A marathon is 26.2 miles. There's no way a couple of sprints per week is going to get you to that finish line. Like training for a marathon, you're training your mental endurance to find your benevolent state. You are training to get happier. You might be asking, what training regimen should I be doing? And that leads us to our next part. Now let me ask you a question. If you want to be stronger, how would you go about that? You would obviously say you have to start lifting weights. If you want to learn a new language, how would you go about that? You would obviously start studying the language. The same goes for your happiness. Like happiness, you have to start training for it. The way you train that is through meditation. Now I know meditation gets a lot of bad raps for being boring, but I'm going to break it down simply and quickly as possible. To start, there's all types of meditations, but the one I'm going over right now is the breathing technique. The way you go about this technique is focusing on your breath. While meditating, you're going to be zoning off about different thoughts through the day, about like groceries, what you have for homework. When you start to zone off, you want to pull your focus back to your breathing. It's literally as simple as that, and you just want to do that for 10 minutes a day. Realize that nothing matters. Don't worry about it and just be happy. Obviously, if you have a problem and there is a solution, then do it. But worrying about a problem that you can't change has never done any good for anybody. If you can't change that problem, then what good will worrying do for that problem? Because you're only compounding more stress and that's going to build up more and more. If you cannot find a solution to that problem, then just relax. Take a step back and see if there's any solutions that you can see for that problem. I want to ask you, do you genuinely hate anybody? A normal person would say yes, either an ex or a bad boss. You have to realize that you're carrying that hatred, that burden, those weights all around you where you go. Right now, you have the power to cut the weights off and finally be happy and let go. I'm in no way saying that you should love all your enemies. Simply look at what they're doing wrong so that another person doesn't have to deal with that. Another technique that Ricardo mentions to help you on your happiness journey is to think happy thoughts. Now, I know what you're saying. The only thing I can think of being grateful for is my friends and family. But there's so many things that you can be happy for. It's literally as simple as having the ability to watch this video right now. Even as simple as being healthy and being able to walk. And if you can't walk, then simply just be happy that you can listen or read this video. I just want you to realize that you should just be grateful for everything you have. From a family member or a friend that just needs that helping hand. A couple years back, I lost a friend to suicide, and I feel like it's really important to check up on your friends and just be grateful for everyone that you have around, because you don't know how slim the time you have left with your friends. So that's why it's always important to not take it for granted. But anyways, this concludes being one step closer to your true ego. The best way to support me is hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Thank you for all the people that stuck around to the end of the video. This means so much to me, and have a good day, friends.